Good afternoon, we are back. Today, prepping these two buggers for the LZ Invitational this weekend. I mean, not a lot to prep. Both of them run, they both drive. Really, it's just a bit of a clean up and get a couple of things sorted that I've been putting off. The FC is pretty much just give it a bit of a clean. I need to pull this wheel off, put a center cap in there. Only reason I need to pull it off rather than just popping it in, I want to put a bit of bloody silicone behind it, make sure she stays in place, which isn't the end of the world. Otherwise, yeah, it just needs a bit of a clean inside and out. And of course, even cleaning the engine bay as well. The FC is going to be on display on raceworks stand, so if everyone wants to go down there and have a bit of a look at it, it'll be open so everyone can see. Take some photos, tag my Insta in them. I mean, print them out, put them wherever you want around your house, do what you want with the photos. It'll be yours. But yeah, that'll be on display on raceworks stand, so be proud of that. They've helped me out on the last couple of builds, which has been really good. I can't thank them enough. I mean, it's really kept a couple of costs down, which is always good. Let me build the cars I have. And the S13 will be on display in the show and shine area. Really, it doesn't need much either, just a bit of a clean up. But one thing I really have to address is the rear handbrake. At the moment it doesn't lock on, and pretty much if someone leans on it, which I bloody hope they won't, but even if it's on a slight hill, the handbrake doesn't really work. It's a bit of a nightmare. I just need to pull the back wheels off and adjust the drums, which is not the worst job in the world, it's just not a fun job. Yeah, easy enough, just chuck it up in the air. So really, we've got to get into both of them and start working on them. Actually, before I get into it, let's talk about the plan for the 13. Never went over that in the last video. So, of course I bought all the Haltech gear, so she's going to get bloody rewired front to back, which engine bay loom isn't the worst thing in the world, but the body loom's pretty bloody horrendous. It's just been hacked up. Of course I put the alternator light in there. It's got a bloody isolator for the earth of all things. So yeah, we'll tidy up the wiring front to back, which means no more fuse boxes, no wiring running over the exhaust side. It'll run out through the intake, under the intake I should say, not through the bloody intake. And like all my cars, it'll get drive-by-wire, so no more cable, which will tidy that up. The fuel side of things, it's just going to get modernised. So as much as these injectors work really well, I just want to put some modern stuff in it, just in case I do need to replace them at any point. So it'll get some probably 1000 cc's and a top feed rail, new fuel rig, again just to modernise everything, keep it reliable. Aesthetically, it'll pretty much stay the same at the moment. The bay will get repainted later on and I'll tidy it up properly, but for now it'll stay like this. The rocker cover will get painted, it'll get catch can lines on the back, nothing too over the top. I'll build a catch can probably over on this side, maybe over there. I don't really want to have it on the exhaust side, just away. I would rather keep it away from the heat, but I'll mock it up with cardboard, see what's going to work. Oil filter will go back on the block. This intercooler pipe is going to get remade to begin with, just as I do the throttle body, and it really irritates me that the intake air temp sensor is over there. Small things like the intake pipe, I mean it's running to a stock gearbox now, which I actually don't mind, but that'll get remade. Same with that lower intercooler pipe, as I'm not sure if this turbo is going to stay on it yet. At the moment, the first turn probably will, but from there, never know what'll happen. It's just not quite punchy enough for me. I mean, it's an old G-Ready TD06, and it does work well. It's running about 19-ish pound, and yeah, it feels alright, but it's not quite tick all the boxes for me. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan in the bay. Just a general overhaul. I mean, even the rest of the car is pretty good. The interior will stay pretty much as it is. I can't fault it. Well, I can fault it, but I'm not going to change anything on it. So it works how it is. Yeah, just going to enjoy the car. At the moment I have been driving around a fair bit, going to visit mates and stuff in it, and I enjoy it. The new clutch is a lot better. Here's off. Got the cap. It got some bloody silicone, using sealant stuff, because hey, why not? It's the easiest one for me to get hold of. This I reckon would pop in pretty well. Oh, maybe not. Why won't you go in? Ah, One-handed, let's lie it on its bum. Back, whatever you want to call it. Put it in there. Jesus, it might not need any silicone. That's in there tight. The last one I could pull out with my hands like that. So I reckon it had more than one clip broken. So I'm not going to bother. That's in there. Oh, do I? Nah, let's work it. That's in there good. No need to silicone that bugger in. I reckon it should be right. Worst case, I'll lose another one. I'll be spewing. But, hey, it happens. If anyone's got any of these centre caps, the G7 Panasport caps, well, any centre caps to suit Panasports, I'll buy. If you've got some, give me a message. I'll most likely buy them off you, especially if you've got good ones. Well, that can go back on. That was easy as. One thing I did discover in the bay, looks like the radiator has to come out. Just here, you can see a little bit of a spray down there. Looks like I'm losing coolant, but not much. Just tapped it with a screwdriver where it looks like the hole is. Hopefully that'll seal it. Put some paint on it. Should be good. Only have to drive bloody half an hour either way. Hopefully it'll be right. Surely. Oh, now to jack this bugger up. Put that wheel on, jack this one up, do these drums, then wash them. It's a nice day for it though. Beautiful Melbourne day. Can't fault that at all. Probably one of the nicest days we've had. Absolutely stunning. Maybe the cube will even get a wash. Doubt it. Doesn't need it. It's just the workhorse. Here's hoping I adjust this once and it just works out perfect. I've loosened off the old handbrake, so that's pretty floppy now. Probably could be a little bit tighter, but I want to set the base in the back. So pulled out this little rubber bung because it's drum rear. And if you get the torch in here, after the camera will show it, there's a little cog. Turn that, it pushes the shoes out to the outside of the edge, which allows it to grab onto the disc. And basically just want to set it so it's just off it, so when you pull the handbrake it grabs. So got to do that on both sides, and then while I'm in there I'm just going to give a bit of a feel around, make sure nothing's loose, because it feels like one of the axles is about ready to bloody fall apart when you're giving it to it. So I'd rather make sure that I know where the vibration's coming from, and that way I can sort it later on. Not going to do it today, just want to know about it. Don't know how well this will work for drifting, but she locks up good now. Wow, she actually holds in position now before I could spin it, and get a little bit of height, not too crazy, so should be okay. Feels nice and adjusted. Now just got to give everything a bit of a wiggle and feel in the back. Put it back on the ground, give them both a wash. Job done. Should look nice. God damn, how good do both of these two look next? God damn, how good do these two look next to each other? Nice and clean on the outside. Probably just give them a touch up when we get to colder. I mean, both these colours aren't too bad actually. The silvia is better, but the rx7 shows a bit of grime. They're actually really good at hiding any dirt. But God, they look good out here in the sun together. I really love them. Two dream cars for sure. I mean, obviously I changed hip bits here and there, but that happens on every car. No car is ever quite finished, no car is ever quite perfect. Hope you guys look forward to seeing these guys at the track. know when you're bloody working away and you get stuck into a side quest? That was me last night. Knocked out a little coil pack loom for the S13, just for the Yaris coil pack, so it's good, ready to go. Nice simple DT connection there, earth, some plugs, simple as. That way one less thing to worry about when I get to it. But really, this has been on my mind for the S13, because I'm going PDM, trying to work out how to power this. And this is just one from the back shed, so I don't have to pull the one out of this car yet. Just looking at the plugs, looking at what I'm working with, got the relay there, and I can see that the power goes into one of these pins. So I'm hoping that I'll just be able to get under there with the multi, work out where I need to have power. Even if I can get it enough so the fan turns on at one point and just works, I'll be happy, especially if I can point it at the front windscreen. I'll be real happy with that. End of the day, the car will only have a heater. Nothing too special. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, nothing too special. But I'd like to make that go. I'm making everything else work. Just never played with the background electronics with these. Should be easy enough, I just can't find a pinout. Everything I find is just people talking about going from this style to digital, which I couldn't care less about. I just want it to work. But as for the cars, got to get back into it. I got to keep going. This car, just going to give the engine bay a bit of a clean, wipe down, and give the glass a clean in both of these, give the interior a bit of a wipe down in the RX7, it's not too bad. And probably plug the laptop in, just get it running a little bit better. Just keep playing around with that base map. Really want to start wiring this, but when I start, it means pulling everything out, and not quite ready for that. Obviously, we're driving out there this weekend, and I do want to enjoy the car a bit more, and I've got to get a few more bits. So the wiring can stay. Might chuck the PD16 in and start running the wires to the back of the car, start mapping out the back half of the loom. We'll see. I think that's it. I reckon the cars are ready. Next time you guys see them, it'll be at the LZ Invitational. The rx7 on raceworks stand. Pretty much sitting how it is now. Maybe even a little bit cleaner. I'll give it a bit of a touch up when I get there. I still need to tyre shine it. Bloody hell. I hate tyre shine. I'll do that in a second. And yeah, the S13 sitting out in the show and shine. Just need to go take that for a drive. Get some fuel for the RX7. Just chuck a couple little litres in a jerry can so it's ready to go. That way I don't have to worry about getting that tomorrow before I take the car there. Otherwise, yeah. Hope you guys like to see the cars there. Enjoy them. It's had a lot of work from me put into them. So I hope you guys bloody enjoy what you see. Let me know when you see them, what you'd change, what you'd improve, anything you like. Just give me your opinion. I'm curious to see what you guys think of them all.